Are you a beginner trying to wrap your head around constructor-based dependency injection in Spring Boot? If so, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to simplify this concept and help you understand how to implement it effectively. I totally get it. Dependency injection can be confusing, especially when you're just starting out. You're not alone in feeling overwhelmed by the different methods available, like field-based injection versus constructor-based injection. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, how do I implement constructor-based dependency injection with my parameter date class? They shared their code and expressed their struggle with the concept. Sound familiar? Let's break it down together. So, what exactly is constructor-based dependency injection? In simple terms, it's a way to provide dependencies to a class through its constructor. This method promotes immutability and makes your code easier to test. Let's explore how to apply this to your parameter date class. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a pro tip that will make your Spring Boot projects even smoother. To implement constructor-based dependency injection in Spring Boot, the user should start by modifying the class where they want to use the parameter date. Instead of using field-based injection, they will define a constructor that accepts parameter date as a parameter. Next, the user needs to ensure that the parameter date class is marked as a Spring component. This can be done by adding the @component annotation above the parameter date class definition. Now, the user should ensure that Spring is aware of the class where they are using the constructor injection. This can be done by marking that class as a Spring component as well, using the @component annotation. Finally, the user can now use the parameter date instance within their class. Since it is injected through the constructor, they can access it directly in any method of the class. Fun fact, did you know that constructor-based dependency injection can help prevent issues related to null references? It's a great way to ensure your dependencies are always provided. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests using constructor-based dependency injection in Spring Boot. They provide an example where the parameter date class is annotated with @component. The constructor takes a date parameter, which is injected using the @autowired annotation. Additionally, the user notes that @autowired can also be used on setter methods, allowing flexibility in how dependencies are injected. They emphasize the importance of component scanning in Spring. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always prefer constructor-based dependency injection when possible. It leads to cleaner, more maintainable code and makes testing a breeze. And there you have it. You now know how to implement constructor-based dependency injection in Spring Boot. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Spring Boot and beyond.